everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. And this will be for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and for the support you've given me. Please remember to give me a thumbs up if the reading resonates. If you are interested in doing any of the classes for July, I'm booked out for the first 3 in June. There's a couple of places in the last class in June, but I'm now on to July. My intention is to start building the classes at different times, so everywhere in the world has an opportunity to attend. I also have had a donate button put on my site now because people were having trouble trying to work out how to donate to my channel. And some beautiful people have been sending me card decks too, which is really lovely, so thank you for that. Our daily diaries have been a lot of fun, so if you're interested in those, please listen for the bell when I go live. And personal readings, all information is underneath. I am using the Connolly deck for your reading. Okay, now you have the Eight of Swords coming straight out here. So the Eight of Swords is a card that talks about being in a mental prison, being trapped in your thoughts. Sometimes we can do this when we don't want to make a decision, and we keep going round and round in our own heads, you know, trying to look at the story from every different angle and just creating more pain for ourselves by not making a decision. The thing is, this is all in your head and you are able to move away from this if you want to, but for some unknown reason, this energy is keeping you trapped. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles coming up tells me that you're actually in a really good place at the moment. The Nine of Pentacles sort of represents independence, being self-sufficient, having what you need, being very comfortable and fruitful in the place that you're in. Why are you worried then? We do have the Nine of Wands here. Okay, I can see where this is going. Now, the Nine of Wands signifies the wounded warrior. This is a person who cycles in their life and perhaps doesn't have healthy boundaries. So it can mean that you're going through a situation over and over without sort of having strong boundaries to say, I don't want to do this again. I feel that you've probably got yourself into a really good place and someone's landed back on your doorstep. Someone perhaps you've had this cycling with. We do have the Judgment card, so you have a second chance or another chance with this person. I feel like they're coming in again to give you an opportunity. But I feel like you've reached this really nice place where you're feeling really sort of on top of things. Maybe you've got over the pain of this past situation. It could be that you're sort of getting to a point in your life where you're feeling that perhaps you don't want to go back again. Maybe you've been back more than once with this person. But the Nine of Wands says to me, you know, you can probably move forward in this if you have healthier boundaries about how you approach this time. So, you know, making sure that you're sort of not treating the other person like they have any more right to life than you do. You know, being able to express yourself within the relationship and talk about the things you want as well, but we'll go through that. Okay, so I have the Eight of Pentacles coming through. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about working on something. It's about putting a lot of effort into something. I'm thinking that there have been times in the past where you've already put a lot of work and effort into this situation. This may be somebody that the Spirit said you may have been in a long-term relationship with them or even married to this person. And I feel like you did put a lot of effort in. You may have walked away because you weren't able to sort of solidify this situation. I feel like someone's coming back in to try again. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, a lot of swords energy here. The Nine of Swords talks about anxiety and sleepless nights, and there's the offer. Now, it looks to me like this person's taking their time to come around. So it could be that you've had quite a long break from this person. You may not have seen them for a year or more. It's very possible that you had a very difficult breakup with them. And maybe somewhere or another here you knew that you would get an opportunity with them again. but now it's presented itself. You're not really sure that it's something that you want to move forward with. You may be feeling like you've got all your ducks in a row now and you don't really want to sort of play around again and get hurt again. And it's creating a lot of anxiety here that this person's got back in touch with you. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini or an Aquarius. I feel this person's built themselves up somehow. Maybe they couldn't give you what you wanted before. Maybe they couldn't offer you what you wanted. Maybe they were, maybe they just didn't take the relationship seriously. Maybe they weren't really sure that they could, maybe they didn't feel good enough. They weren't really sure whether they could provide you with what you wanted. I don't feel this person was a bad person. I just think you were sort of throwing stuff at it and it just was going nowhere. This person's really leveled up since you saw them last. This is a person who's put in a lot of energy and effort to get themselves to the point they have. They are coming up as king status, which says to me they really know what they want now. And I feel that they really want to discuss that with you. If this person caused you pain or abuse in any way, then you're not obviously required to entertain the idea. But I feel that this person somehow has put in a lot of work here to bring themselves up to this point. And they've been pretty gutsy coming forward. Yeah, you've got someone here who's had a huge wake up with the Tower. And look, they're coming back as the Emperor. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Someone's had a huge wake-up call. For some of you, this could be twin flame. And we do have the Moon card here. You may not have had any contact with this person in the time they've been away. But this person has really leveled up. They've really picked up their game. Whoever this is, it may have been that they went away, they've worked on themselves, they could have worked on their financial situation, but they're coming back complete. And I feel that maybe that was the problems with the relationship before. I feel that this person either had a very low self-esteem or never felt good enough. So I think they've cycled for that reason. This person's had a big call from the universe here. They've had the real wake-up call here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. They're not going to give up easily either because they know what they want. And they knew they wanted it in the first place, but they weren't sure how to provide it. Two of Wands. They're offering you a new direction in life here. And there's the Nine of Cups. So maybe this is something you wanted. This is a wish come true. Maybe this is what you've wanted all along. Maybe you wanted this person to, realize how important this relationship was. I feel like for some of you it could have been serious. For others of you it may have been that this person was just not committal, non-committal, and they really weren't putting in the effort. And I feel like you tried everything to get them to see how important it was. And I feel this person's finally coming around. I think there was a lot that wasn't said. You could have been dealing with someone who sort of passed like ships in the night. There seems to have been a lot of things that need to be explained here. But this person's coming back a very different person. So even if this gives you closure to where you're at, in that regard, it's a really good thing. But I feel like for some of you, this may be a twin. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. I feel like somebody's come back in. Somebody that caused pain for you in the past. I feel like you're getting another opportunity here at love. I do think that this person's put a great deal of effort into what they have done since they've been away. I feel like they've really they've straightened out their lives. Obviously, I just heard for some of you this person could have been in another relationship. If that's the case, they could have been coming back after moving away from someone else. But this person's had a huge wake-up kick here. Some of you can be dealing with Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Gemini and Aquarius. So pretty much most of the signs here. We do have the card of water coming out, so you could be dealing with a water sign. Libra, Leo, oh my goodness gracious, Pisces or Cancer and Scorpio. You've got the three of them here. They're all the water signs. We have the card 61. Okay. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know that they're going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here, go with it. I feel here this may be a very emotional time for you. I think that's why it's telling you to sort of process your emotions here. But it may be a bit of a surprise, this person coming back as well. So be ready. Have a great week.